So Marvel's Avengers have just made thousands and thousands of fans mega excited today, as you'll see in the background, because they then went ahead and tweeted, "He is Iron Man." Inspired by the Marvel Cinematic Universe, Iron Man's Marvel Studios Avengers Endgame outfit shows what a man with one shot to save the world looks like. Get it in the marketplace on May 20th, which of course is today, and is not the only MCU skin that's releasing today. We're also going to be seeing the Hulk MCU skin, so two brand new MCU skins today for two very cool characters, and this alone has just, like I said, made thousands of people freak out, and it's given a lot of people to go ahead, a reason should we say, to go ahead and start up the game today. Now, I want you to leave your brutally honest opinion below. Is it a yay or nay for you? Do you not like it? Do you like it? What could have been improved? For me, it's a straight 10 out of 10. I'm not really even going to attempt to complain on this, because this is really just knocked out of the park. I can't wait to see it in game. Now, we got more info as well, or should I say a very optimistic roadmap, which is going to be absolutely incredible. I'm going to show you guys in this video, but don't forget to check out today's sponsor, which is Instant Gaming. They do a bunch of brand new games for an unbeatable price. Check that link in the description below. So besides, and I say besides like it's not really a big deal, but besides the Avengers Endgame outfit for Iron Man, which is truly a masterpiece, because don't forget, we've kind of got all the boring characters out the way now, and I know a lot of people are going to say, well, they're not boring characters, but you get what I mean, right? We're on to the main characters when it comes down to the MCU skins. We're going to be seeing some for Captain America more than likely next week or the week after, and then Thor, etc, like it's really going to be good. So this just gives you like a taster of what they have up their sleeves, and like I said, that picture almost got 10,000 likes, and from like the Play Avengers Twitter account, that's actually some good statistics right there. So it shows that people do genuinely like this, and again, it's a reason why people are going to go ahead and start the game up. So that is out today, so go ahead and check if it's available for you. Now, I want to give a shout out to somebody by the name of Rid Mania. Now, this was brought to my attention by my team because we always try and find what is cool that's going on in the community. And initially, I believe it was posted on Reddit, and then I found it on Twitter, and then we just start taking a look at this and really said, wow. So what Rid Mania done, and I want you guys to follow him or her on Twitter. The link is going to be in the description below. You can go ahead and check it out. Also, the person who done the Ultron art, as you'll be able to see on screen. But what they done is a tweet that says, well, here it is, my very optimistic year 2 roadmap. Now, very optimistic is probably an understatement in this scenario, but it looks absolutely phenomenal. Like, this genuinely looks like an official, I guess, release of a roadmap that's been released by the developers themselves. Like, this could quite literally pass as legit until you see all the content, but you get what I mean. Now, I want to break this down because it kind of weighs in with like our roadmap ideas and what we've been talking about as well. Now, they haven't actually added the Black Panther DLC into this one, so it's basically everything that's not on the current roadmap, and then as you see, it's a year 2 content roadmap. So the idea here is, in October we have Avengers Zombie, which is a new Halloween cosmetic, new mission type, and new gear, and an event. Essentially what it says is survive the undead versions of Earth's mightiest heroes. We already know that these seasonal event things were meant to be a thing, and last year, with all due respect, we was like, you know, it's a huge opportunity that's been missed, etc, but the game was basically falling apart, so they didn't really have, I guess, time to even attempt to create new things in the game that's more than likely only going to just lead down to way more problems. So what I'm really anticipating for this year is definitely Avengers Zombies, because why would you not even attempt to add that into the game as a seasonal sort of event, or I guess, yeah, whatever you want to call it, right? Point still stands, is Halloween. Why would you not take advantage of that? At least with cosmetics in general, even if it wasn't like an actual mode separate, cosmetics would be good enough for me. Then what you have is Manhattan Patrol, which says a new patrol mode location. Don't forget, we're also talking about Wasteland Patrol, which is the free roam aspect, so this ultimately it gives the Manhattan Patrol, which is more of a free roam feel in the city as a whole, so that would be very, very good. And again, outfits inspired by the MCU. And then we have December, which is the Spider-Man DLC. In this case, it's called Spider-Man Amazing Fantasy. Now, this is really interesting because we've already done speculation, kind of saying it definitely makes way more sense to release the Spider-Man DLC around December simply because of the movie and the hype behind that, etc, etc. Naturally, it should just drive way more traffic to the game than if they were to randomly release it this month. So this roadmap so far would make sense. It actually worked very, very well. In this case, you just get more MCU skins, or outfits inspired by the MCU, should we say, new cosmetics, and a new hero being Spider-Man, and alongside that event. Then January is She-Hulk. This is interesting because we also know this is a DLC character that they literally teased before the game was released, so we know that's on their roster. It's just a matter of when and how they're going to bring this character in. But then what I like is after January, so we got February and March for Trials of Loki, which is a new villain, new Omega level threat, new Frost Giant enemies, and then a new biome, and then you got Ultron Protocol, which is a new villain, and again new Omega level threats, and then outfits inspired by Marvel Studios' Avengers Age of Ultron. Now that's an interesting one. Now, shout out to, I believe it's Charlie Logan who went ahead and done the artwork for that, or something to do with that, so shout out to you. I'll leave all the links in the description below. Then we have April, May, June, July, August, September. Now, April, I mean Bucky Barnes, alright? This is something that would be really, really interesting. One thing that stands really out on this point here is the Snowy Tundra being the free roam kind of map, and then the UI overhaul. That's interesting. And then May and June is a legacy, so iconic missions essentially, with new villains. But in June is War Machine with a new hero, new story, new villain, and of course more arenas. Well, it says new Horde Arena, and then new hero outfits, and then outfits inspired by the MCU. And then you got the MODOK clone. This is really interesting. A new villain sector, clash with our old big-headed friend, and again more outfits by the MCU. And then what you have is August, which is Chimera Defense, new mission type which is Defense, defend outposts from enemy assaults. Then you have September, Kree Invasion and the expansion. Of course we're talking about Miss Marvel here, it seems. I'm reading what it says here, so again, new story, new villains, new planet, Howler biome, and then we got the new Omega level threats, new CL cap increase, new skills, new raid, new patrol location. And yes, then of course Miss Marvel joins the Avengers to fend off the Kree invasion. Now that's really interesting. See, I can see that actually being a thing, and that's over realistically a 2-year kind of, I guess, perspective. So it makes complete sense. It's just, are they going to get down to making something like this? That's the biggest question. So leave your thoughts on this in the comments below, but check out the official post because I really, really support this. I think this is done, I mean, it's definitely been done very, very well. And if this was content that was like straight up released by them, this would be huge. Like, it genuinely would be massive. But guys, I'll see you in the next one. Till then, have yourselves a ridiculously amazing day. And until the next one, adios amigos.